You've been on the job just a couple weeks now. What is your kind of initial perspective of this issue of homelessness?
You know, in the time that I've been in the office, I've seen city staff and our service providers in every part of the city trying to engage with our homeless population. I think there's a lot of good work that's happening in the community and around the community. I think we also need to be open to opportunities for improvement, which we are.
You look back over the last, I guess, several years. In 2019, we had the ordinance allowing camping on the streets. 2 years later, the people voted to reinstate the camping ban. And now we're 2 years beyond that. I mean, when you look back at how things were then and how things have changed and how things are now, what goes through your mind?
I think we're making some good progress when it comes to engaging with unhoused residents and trying to move them into shelter. You know, as you're aware and others are aware, we recently opened the Marshland Yard shelter. We're in conversations with Salvation Army around reopening the downtown shelter. And that's a critical part of the engagement strategy around encampments, because we need to have safe places to move people into and safe places where we can connect people to the services that they need.
Was there a piece of this issue that when you walked into this job, you said, ooh, we need to change how we're doing this?
I think when we look at our homeless response system holistically, the key challenge here is our system needs to scale. You know, we know that we need an additional 772 emergency shelter beds to get people into shelter. And on the other side of that spectrum, we need more units for rapid rehousing and permanent supportive housing. And so that's really where the focus is.
Is there anything you'd like the public to understand about this issue?
Sometimes when people talk about homelessness, we talk about it as if it's a monolithic group and just an other group. There are people with lived experiences, and there are people with vast experiences, vast backgrounds, and vast needs. So this is not a topic where there's one solution that serves everybody. And this is not a topic where there's one entity like the city that can do it all.
Now, I also spoke with David Gray about how the city's going to actually find all that extra shelter space, as well as those allegations of misconduct at some shelters, and whether enough is being done to tackle the underlying issues of mental health and substance use. You can catch my full interview in this week's Fox 7 Focus, Saturday night on Fox 7 Austin News after college football. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm John Krinjak, Fox 7 Austin News.